I'm not telling anyone to break the law, but it is the truth. Period. A lot of times you're gonna know the law better than the police, and this is just for if you're out filming stuff in the street or whatever. You're gonna want to look at what the laws are locally, but let's put it this way: if you want to do graffiti, there are places where you can just go and do it. I mean that there are free walls or public walls that you can use that people have set up as that. Out here, I know as far as Michigan, there's at least one in Ann Arbor, like kind of a alleyway thing. There's others around, but whatever you want to do, just know because if you aren't trying to get in trouble, that's fine. But remember, most of the time, security will just tell you to leave or whatever. You know, they don't want the hassle, everything else. But as far as shooting stuff in the street with camera, you know what kind of area you are in. Always make sure what kind of area you are in before you start shooting because, yeah, I see people shooting stuff in California and New York and stuff like that, like a lot of other people do, right? But I'm like, okay, say I were to go through Detroit, it's not going to be treated the same because people aren't going through there with cameras like they are in New York and all that, right? It's just not happening. It's never going to happen, period. So, um, every city's a little bit different than everything else. But just know that you shooting somebody when there's no degree of privacy expected will usually be completely fine. So if they're on the street or whatever, you know, think about it this way. The news shoots this way all the time. Now they might have permits for the whole city or whatever, right? But there's plenty of people that do news stuff that are doing it on their own. They're out there shooting in the streets. So if you want to make movies, something like that, you know, like I said, it's not breaking the law unless you get caught. And honestly, if you get caught, just know what the law is before you start. Look into it a little bit for whatever area you're in. It's going to save you a lot of time, a lot of hassle. Period. You know, the main reason that people have a problem with people taking photos and stuff today is a video or whatever. What are you going to use it for? Blah, 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 blah. And I get that. I understand that. But this is something that's been happening for 50 years. There's parts of blaxploitation movies that were shot without anyone's okay. No one knew what was happening besides the people that were shooting it and one actor on the street. You get what I'm saying? So, um, yeah, it's just not a problem until it becomes one. When it becomes one, there's ways to be able to get around it. You know, so be careful, do whatever you're going to do, but just know consequences can happen. And just because there's somebody else that has good luck and never gets caught doesn't mean you won't. Now, it's just that, but yeah, I'm not telling you what to do, just letting you know